Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of In Silence with your host, Faisal Alsager. Today, I want to talk to you about real freedom. Many people believe in different kinds of freedom. Freedom is misunderstood. People believe that freedom could be something political, could be financial freedom, or even sexual freedom. But I'm here to tell you that real freedom is not political, real freedom is not financial, real freedom is not sexual. Then what is real freedom? Real freedom is freedom from worry, freedom from fear, freedom from anxiety, from stress, freedom from confusion, freedom from desire. That's real freedom. The end of psychological pain. The end of unnecessary suffering that is caused by the mind that everybody lives in, as if it's the normal state. It's definitely not normal. It's insane how people live. The normal state is madness. But by grace, perhaps you've been called to discover your freedom, to discover what real freedom is. What makes it so real is that it comes from you. The world cannot give it to you. The world and its things, the world and its people, places, events, situations, the world and its promises. Real freedom is putting an end to your search for happiness in the world. It's discovering that your natural state is happy. So how do you come to your natural state? By observation, by focus, through being present moment by moment. Real freedom is the end of seeking yourself in the future or the past. You honor the past, you honor the future, but you see them for what it is. And so you be in the present moment, moment by moment. You honor the present moment more. And you find yourself in the present moment. See, the problem is everybody wants to find themselves in the future and all of the promises of the world, or in the past. But you can only find yourself in the present moment. Real freedom is finding yourself in the present moment, realizing who you truly are, beyond fear, beyond doubt, beyond worry, even beyond mental ideas and images you have about yourself. That's real freedom, is knowing yourself by knowing what you are not. By being able to be fully present, content, without desire. See, people chase happiness and pursue happiness their whole life, but the mind is plagued by fear, worry, anxiety, and stress. confusion. It's because we think desire is going to save us. But really, the highest bliss is being desireless. One of my teachers, called Muji, he said this, he wrote this once. He said, "You say you want freedom, but I say to want nothing is freedom." I'll repeat that. You say you want freedom, you're looking for freedom, you're searching for freedom, you're trying everything to be free. But I say to want nothing is freedom. In other words, to be absorbed in the truth of who you really are, to be present. And seeing life for what it actually is, enjoying the present moment for what it really is. That is freedom. To want nothing is freedom. Desirelessness is the highest bliss. And yet we try to pursue the highest bliss through desires. But if those desires are filled, the happiness that we get from it is very short-lived, momentary, fleeting. It's not fulfilling. I say this because I was there. I was trying to find myself in the world, trying to find myself in the future, in the past. I was trying to find happiness, fulfillment. I was always dissatisfied, discontent, suffering deeply. But slowly, with time, as I gained spiritual maturity, I learned where happiness, real happiness, comes from. I learned to be fulfilled. I developed the skill of a sharp mental attitude, being able to be present, seeing life for what it really is, with clarity, not with conceptions, and seeing the world from your state of desire and fear. Most people, this is how they see the world. They walk around seeing everybody and everything based on what they want and what they fear. So they turn everyone and everything into a means to an end, including the present moment. The present moment is there only as a means to an end. And this ends with suffering. And I say this out of compassion, not because I want to be seen as better than anyone or superior, or I say this with understanding and compassion. So I encourage you to look for real freedom. Understand that not wanting anything is freedom. Doesn't mean you shouldn't strive and do things in the world and make your life better and set goals for yourself and do everything. It's all good. But don't try to find yourself in those things. Don't try to find your happiness from the world. Your natural state is desireless. But we're so out of habit, we're so habituated to live in a constant state of desire. Oh, I want this, now I want this, then the next thing I want this. Or if I don't want anything, I fear this, I fear that. I'm angry with this, I'm angry with that, I'm frustrated, now I'm confused, I don't know what's happening. All because you're not taking the time to just be desireless, to just be in your natural state. To want nothing is freedom. You say you pursue happiness. You say you want to pursue happiness. But I say real happiness is found in the end of your pursuit of happiness. So after listening to this, try it out. Try just being. Try wanting nothing at all. Abstain from desires. You can still live in the world and do the things you do, but do them in a place where you know that nothing is there in the world to fulfill you. If you always want people, things, situations to fulfill you, you won't be fulfilled. And I say this because I've been there and I've seen the difference. To want nothing is freedom, because in wanting nothing, you are in your natural state. And when you are in your natural state, you are your real self. And when you are real self, you are aligned with the truth, with life, with the universe. And there is where your happiness is. There is where real freedom is. So real freedom is not political. It could be, sometimes it could come in the form of political freedom. It is a form of freedom, but it is not real freedom that comes from the truth. So real freedom is not political. It's not financial. It's not sexual. It's not whatever else you think of when it comes to doing things in the world and the world, whatever. Real freedom is being your true self. Being free from worry, free from fear, free from anxiety, free from stress, free from confusion, free from desire. Can you imagine how life would be like if you were truly free all of the time? Can you imagine? I want you to imagine this. How your life would be if you didn't worry anymore, if you didn't constantly stress, if you weren't so anxious. We were not meant to be anxious and worried and stressful and always live in a state of fear. We are meant to be free. We are meant to live in peace. We are meant to be naturally happy. But to do that, we need to unlearn certain things. And we need to build better habits that come from self-awareness. So imagine how different your life would be if you weren't plagued by worry, fear, anxiety, stress. If you constantly didn't want things, whether it's whatever it may be. Everybody has the drug of choice these days. It's so easy to overconsume. So I challenge you to find out what real freedom is to you. Find out what it really means. Don't just think about it and say it, but actually look for it, discover it. you will see that it doesn't come from the world. You will see that it comes in being present fully, and being mindful, appreciating life for the miracle that it is, seeing things as they are, without the veil of the mind that distorts and obscures the truth. So that's my challenge for you today. I hope you find real freedom in your heart and be a blessing to the world. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.